Even after numerous Batmanimation videos, its world is yet to be fully explored. And given a previous video discussed the movie set in this continuity, it was only logical to eventually discuss the series itself. Batman Beyond is a late 90s to early 2000s show, and a distant continuation of Batman the Animated Series. In the UK and some other territories, it was known as Batman of the Future, and whenever he was in front of a pink background, Batman of the Future. The narrative concerns a much older Bruce Wayne deferring the mantle of the Dark Knight to grief-stricken teen Terry McGinnis. The changing cast allows a level of playfulness, brutality, and personal life struggles that could never be explored with Bruce Wayne's Batman in a serious adaptation, for fear of seeming uncharacteristic. Terry's personality also allows the recognisable complications of teenage superheroes' dwindling social lives to be explored, with a higher degree of pressure and seriousness than usual. The series also explores a level of cynicism, vulnerability and justified ruthlessness in Bruce Wayne that, given his old age, is incredibly fitting and invites an array of character drama. The world building is endlessly impressive, with distinctive, restrained, believable fashion choices, complex technology that's used particularly inventively for Batman's new gadgets, and overpowering businesses all gracefully established as early as the pilot episode. Batman Beyond is impressively patient, making clear effort to identify the tone and setting before Terry McGinnis has even officially become the new Batman. The art style is sophisticated and occasionally boasts a surprisingly bold colour palette, while maintaining familiar DC animated universe imagery. A versatile range of unique, complex, visually memorable rogues appear. Mindlessly reinventing traditional Batman foes is a technique that is wisely avoided, though several of these traditional Batman enemies do appear in new and appropriate situations. Examples include Bane, the Joker courtesy of the movie, Ra's al Ghul, and Mr. Freeze. In an appearance that results in one of the most humanising, developed, intense stories ever associated with the villain. Apart from Batman and Robin, of course. If only Batman Beyond featured visible nipples, it would be the clear winner. Episodes are brilliantly developed given their relatively short runtime, with characters and ideas being introduced and evolving into an impressively self-contained conclusion. As well as its selection of villains, several futuristic heroes appear, including a new faction of the Justice League. Terry McGinnis himself eventually appeared in a Justice League Unlimited episode that provided his origin story with intriguing complications. One of the few criticisms I'd level at this series is that Derek Powers is fairly uninteresting, particularly noticeable since he's the main villain, while several less prominent, even one-episode rogues have been more compelling. Granted, in an early episode he does undergo physical mutation, though even after this event, he's arguably less interesting than, and otherwise indistinguishable from, every other fictional corrupt corporate executive with bright green skin, a visible skeleton, the ability to melt items using self-projected beams of energy, and the name Derek. Batman Beyond is a brave, mature, refined and inventive series that celebrates its uniqueness alongside traditionalism, understanding the balance between vibrancy and darkness that's required in all non-comical Batman property. With its experimental world building, willingness to embrace tragic consequences and realistic subtext, as well as greed, power, courage, honour. Well, now I'm just saying some of the words that show up on the intro, but you get my point. The series can be watched on the DC Universe streaming site, though in countries where the site isn't available, including the one I live in, the series needs to be paid for as far as I know. At least in order to be legitimately watched. I was actually gifted the complete Blu-ray set for my birthday, and it was worth the money. Well, I mean, I didn't buy it since it was a present, but it was worth someone else's money. Thanks for watching my video on Batman Beyond, and if I don't see you next time, I'll assume you've been humming the theme song to yourself. I know that's what I'll have been doing. Batman, there is a song the good folks sing. Song the good folks sing. Batman, about a hero on the wing. Hero on the wing. I am Gotham's darkest night, the villain's darkest fright. Turn on the signal light for Batman. Batman.